Today we are going to solve Cambridge Primary Checkpoint, April 2019, paper 2. Question number 1. Living things can be sorted into groups. يبقى عندي هنا living organisms. Put the living things into groups. 3 have been done for you. عندي group 1 and group 2. Group 1 we have A and F together. Group 2, we have D. يبقى I need to sort these living things into 2 groups. Okay, for living thing or organism A and F, what's common between them? Great, A and F both have wings. Okay, which else has wings? Great, we have a bat here. يبقى we can put E in group 1. Type group 2 we will put A, D, B and C. يبقى هنا the common feature between A, F and E is having wings. يبقى which feature is being used to sort the living things into these groups? The answer is wings. Question number 2. Look at the picture of a swan floating on water. We have a swan floating on water. Which word describes why it looks like there are 2 swans in the picture? Circle the correct answer. Is it intensity, opaque, reflection, shadow, transparent? Okay, what's happening here? You can see like a mirror image of the swan. Because of what? Great, this is called reflection. Next question. Humans do good things and bad things to the environment. Take one bad thing humans do to the environment. Let's check. Cause loss of species. Plant forests, protect habitats, reduce waste, stop people killing animals. We need here to circle a bad thing. What's the bad thing here? They cause loss of species. Next question. Carlos has a mixture of sand, salt, and water. He wants to separate the mixture. Here is some of the apparatus that Carlos uses. يبقى Carlos has a mixture of what? Sand plus salt plus water together. He wants to separate them. We have filter funnel, we have apparatus A, we have apparatus B. What's the name of apparatus A? Here, this is filter funnel. What is this? Great, this is called filter paper. Filter paper. Okay, B. What's the name of apparatus B? يبقى here we need to separate salt and sand and water. We use first the filter paper, then the solution goes into a dish. What's the name of this dish? Great, it's called the evaporating dish. Evaporating dish. Explain how you separate the mixture of sand, salt, and water. نخلي بالنا this question is out of 3 marks. We have to mention 3 points. Point number 1. What can we say? First, we have sand, salt, and water. Is sand soluble in water? No. Is salt soluble in water? Yes. يبقى if we do filtering, what will we get here? Great, we will get the sand. And what will go through the filter funnel? The solution of what? Of salt and water. يبقى دي step 2. يبقى دي step 1 ودي step 2. Step 3 هنعمل ايه؟ evaporating dish. We have to apply heat. This is number 3. What will be left and what will evaporate? the water will evaporate and it changed into water vapor, and the salt is left behind. These are the 3 steps. Step number 1, sand does not go through the filter paper because it's not soluble in water. Step 2, the salt solution goes through the filter paper. Step 3, we heat the solution to evaporate the water, and the salt is left behind. يبقى كده we mentioned the 3 steps, we earn the full mark. Question number 5. The Earth spins on its axis. How many times does the Earth spin on its axis in 24 days? Okay, the Earth spins on its axis once in a day. يبقى during one day the Earth spins once. طيب during 24 days يبقى 24 times. Okay, next question. What do the arrows on the diagram show? What do the arrows here show? This is actually what? The direction of what? This is the direction of the Earth's spinning on its axis. يبقى these arrows show the direction of the Earth spinning on its axis. Question 6. Cups for hot drinks are often made from foam plastic. يبقى دي cup for hot drink. One reason why foam plastic is used is because it does not dissolve, so you can put the mixtures inside it. Write 2 other reasons why foam plastic is used to make a cup for hot drinks. When we read hot drinks, what comes directly into our minds? يعني I'm going to put a hot drink inside this cup. يبقى I should hold it safely. يعني I should not get burnt when you hold your cup. يبقى أول حاجة in reason why we use foam, and the foam is an insulator. يبقى it is an insulator. أو in other words, it's a poor conductor of heat. يعني مش هيوصل لي heat so you can hold it. طيب what else الفوم for hot drinks? It is non-toxic. يعني it is safe to use it. If someone else writes, for example, it has low density or it's lightweight. Also, you can say it has high melting point. That's why it is suitable for hot drinks. You mention 1 or 2 or any of these points, it's considered correct, لكن enough to mention only 2 points. Next question, look at the information about the length of intestines in different animals. We have animals A to E. We have the length of intestines in meter 30, 57.1, 4.8, 32.7, 24.9. Where are the intestines? Where is the intestine found in the human body? In the abdomen, in the chest, in the head, in the legs, in the stomach. What's the correct answer? Where is it found? Great, in the abdomen. لأن احنا عندنا بتبقى الستومك، بعدها السمول intestine، بعدها اللارج intestine. كل ده في الابدومن. Which animal do you predict is the smallest animal? Smallest animal means, in other words, يبقى عندي smallest length of the intestine. فين هنا smallest length of the intestine؟ عندي animal C علشان intestine it's 4.8, so it is the smallest animal. يبقى I predict that animal C is the smallest. Why? Because the length of its intestine is the shortest. Okay, which is only 4.8 meters. يبقى عندي for animal C, it has the shortest length of the intestine. يبقى it is the smallest animal. Which apparatus measures the length of the intestines of animal B? Circle the correct answer. To measure length عندنا هما حاجتين اللي ممكن ينفعوا، عندنا الرولر والmeasuring tape، بس احنا we need to choose one apparatus. عندي هنا الرولر الجريدنج بتاعها up till 10 centimeters، لكن انا عندي اللينث هنا للintestines عندي it's up to 57. يبقى what can I use from these apparatus? We can use the measuring tape. لأن مكتوب it's up to 60 meter وأنا عندي the last reading is 57.1 يبقى it is suitable. يبقى measuring tape. طب question number 8. Blessy investigates some colorless liquids. She boils the liquids for 15 minutes. Look at her results. يبقى عندها liquids from A to E. She is boiling them. ودي temperature of the boiling liquid in degrees Celsius. وهنا عندها other observations. What's the name of the apparatus Blessy uses to measure the temperature? إيه هو apparatus to measure the temperature? Great, thermometer. Thermometer. B. Blessy must be careful doing the experiment since the liquids may be flammable. Liquids may be flammable. Why Blessy must be careful? احنا قلنا هنا in liquids may be flammable. So why should Blessy be careful? Because she might catch fire or the liquid can burn her. She might get burnt. يبقى why Blessy must be careful? Because the liquid can burn her, or in other words, she might catch fire. Okay? Great. Next question. Describe what happens to a liquid when it boils. When a liquid boils, it turns into what? A gas. Great. يبقى it changes state from liquid to a gas, or in other words you can say it turns into gas بس يعني you can write it turns into gas. One of the liquids is pure water. Which one? نعرف ازاي؟ نعرف من boiling temperature. boiling point of water is what? Is 100 degrees Celsius. فين هنا value 100 we have C. يبقى عندي C is the pure water. Why? Because the boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius, is 100 degrees Celsius. يبقى sure this is water. One of the liquids is a solution. Which one? Explain your answer. One of the liquids is a solution. طب نبص كده للobservations. هنا لما عملنا boiling لإيه؟ the liquid completely disappears. يبقى ده مش solution. طب B, liquid disappears and leaves behind a white solid. يبقى هو هنا ده كان solution. طب نراجع باقي answers. C, liquid completely disappears. يبقى لأ. هنا disappear لأ. يبقى هنا لأ. يبقى right answer A. إن عندي هنا the liquid disappears and leaves behind a white solid. معنى كده إن إحنا بدأنا بسولوشن. لو عندي كان مثلا كان salt and water وعملنا heating up و boiling يبقى حصل evaporation للwater. What's left behind is the white solid. يبقى the answer here is B. Explain your answer. هنقول A because it leaves behind a solid. Next question. Lily investigates seed dispersal. We have here seeds, we have a funnel, tube, and Lily herself. Lily puts seeds in the funnel. She blows through the tube. So she blows through the tube. Seed dispersal happens. طيب. Which type of seed dispersal هنا في investigation حصل عن طريق blowing هنا؟ يبقى ده which kind? Great. This is called wind dispersal. Wind dispersal. B. Lily repeats the investigation with different seeds. يبقى she needs to repeat but use different seeds. طيب. Describe two things she keeps the same to make a fair test. يبقى she will use different seeds. بس I need to make it a fair test. يبقى ايه اللي ممكن نعمله؟ أول حاجة عندي هنا regarding مثلا the funnel. يبقى أستخدم the same size of the funnel. ممكن تقول برضو regarding the tube. We have to use the same length of the tube. هو الإجابة هنا we need only two reasons أو two things that she should keep the same. بس size صح هنا length صح. What else she can do? Regarding the blowing force, she can use the same force of blowing to keep the results reliable. يبقى two things she keeps the same to make it a fair test. يبقى أول حاجة إيه؟ أول حاجة ال size of the funnel تاني حاجة the strength of the blow. okay. لو حد كتب the length of the tube برضو it's considered correct لكن enough to write only two because it's out of 2 marks. Question 10. Draw a line from the measurement to the correct unit. مهم جدا ال units of measurement ومهم جدا ال devices to measure. عندي هنا الفورس واحنا مغمضين اليونت بتاعها ايه؟ الفورس اليونت بتاعها نيوتن. الماس كيلو جرام. الويت ايه؟ It's tricky somehow بس احنا عارفين ان ال weight is a force يبقى برضو ال نيوتن as well. يبقى هنا we didn't use the kilometer or the liter. This piece of apparatus is being used to measure force. عندنا احنا عارفين ال apparatus ده اسمه ايه. What's the name of this piece of apparatus? Great, it's called the spring scale. أو in other words نقدر نقول عليه ال force meter. Both are correct. Question C. This ball is moving across the grass. يبقى ده direction of movement للبول كده to the right side. بس في حاجة بتبطئها to the left side. هنا AD. Label the arrow with the name of the force slowing the ball's movement. What makes it slow? What makes it slow? Great. This is called the direction of friction. Direction of friction. يبقى هنا عندي this is the friction force. هنا direction of movement, هنا direction of friction. Next question. The diagram shows some of the stages in the life cycle of a plant. And this is actually a complete life cycle. We have here the flower of an adult. بعد كده حصل process A, B, then C. What's happening here? Let's check the questions together. Draw a line to match each label with the description it shows. Label A, B, C, and here the description. A, look at A. What's happening here at A? What's happening to the seeds? Great, this is the seed dispersal. يبقى A, seed dispersal. B, بعد seed dispersal what happens? Great, what happens to the seed? It germinates. يبقى B is germination. Then after this C, what happens to the plant here? It's a growing here. It's growing to a big one. This is growth. يبقى عندي seed dispersal, then the germination, then the growth. Rajiv has two magnets. He sticks one magnet to his toy car. He holds the other magnet. The toy car moves. يبقى عندي هنا this is the toy car. وعندي هنا magnet on the top of the car. عندي south and north. And here he has another magnet he is holding. The arrow shows the direction the car moves. يبقى the car is moving here to the right side. What happens between the two magnets when we hold the south pole facing the south pole? What happens? Which kind of force? Great, repulsion. يبقى force of repulsion. فهيحصل هنا repulsion the car will move forward. طيب. Rajiv wants to make the toy car move in the opposite direction. يبقى Rajiv wants the car to move in the opposite direction, to the left side. What can he do? Actually, he can do two things. Either he flips the magnet, holds it to the other end of the toy car, or he flips the magnet, turns it around. يعني هيخلي هنا مثلا North Pole North and South هيحصل attraction. يبقى it will move towards this side. أو he takes the magnet and flips it to the other side ويبقى عندي North and North برضو هيحصل repulsion. يبقى there are two answers for this question. The first answer is he turns the magnet around. فهنا هيحصل attraction, so it will change direction. Or he holds the magnet to the other end of the toy car. Okay, next question 13. Oliver wants to know what different organisms are called. He uses these questions. لو بصينا على الكويستشنز دي احنا قدام ايه حاجة اسمها identification key. Does it have 6 legs? Yes. هنروح الاتجاه ده. No. هنروح الاتجاه ده. Does it have antenna? يبقى yes. هنا no. يبقى ده اسمه ايه ده؟ دي اسمها ايه الجزء ده؟ ده اسمه الكي. identification key. Okay. The question is, Oliver finds out what animals are called by using this identification. What? Choose from these. Great. Key. Okay. Question 14. Sound travels through some materials faster than others. احنا عندنا الماتيريالز بيبقوا either it's a solid or a liquid or a gas, with sound travels through these different materials. The table shows the speed of sound in different materials A to E. What's the difference between the speed of sound in material C and D? نبص على material C وماتيريال D. ايه هو الديفرنس ما بينهم؟ أنا عندي هنا الفاليو 5890 والفاليو هنا 4689. I need to know the difference. يبقى ده minus ده، يبقى الانسر ايه بتاعي؟ يبقى 5890 minus 4689. الانسر بتاعي 1201. يبقى الانسر نختاره من هنا. Sound travels slower through gases than solids or liquids. We know that. Sound travels through solids بيبقى fastest في solids, followed by the liquids, where the slowest one is the gases. يبقى gases هما بيبقوا slowest. طب material B is a liquid. نبص كده material B الفاليو بتاعه 984. دي speed of sound in meter per second وهو liquid. طيب الquestion عندي ايه؟ Which material is air? أو in other words, which material is a gas? Gas يعني عندنا نختار material that has the slowest speed. مين is the slowest هنا؟ هو material A لأن الفاليو 330. يبقى which material? Material A. Describe what happens to air particle when sound travels through air. What happens when sound travels through air? يبقى what happens here to the air particles? The air particles vibrate. The air particles vibrate. Next question. The picture shows the position of the heart in the body. This is actually the heart. What's the function of the heart? What does the heart do? The heart pumps blood around the body. But what does the heart do? The heart is responsible for pumping blood around the body. يبقى the heart, it pumps blood around the body. The heart is made of muscle. What are the ribs made of? Dear ribs. Ribs are made of great bones. The ribs protect the heart. Write down the name of one other organ protected by the ribs. احنا عارفين ان البيكتشر دي ده الهارت وده الريب كيج. كل ده الريب كيج. Actually, rib cage protects two organs. Protects the heart and the lungs. Question 16. Look at this electrical circuit. Why does this electrical circuit not work? لو بصينا كده احنا عندنا cell, احنا عندنا switch, احنا عندنا lamp, بس هنا it's not a complete circuit. Okay, so it will not work. يبقى الانسر هنا ايه عندي؟ The circuit is not complete. نبص لباقي الانسرز. There is no cell غلط. There is a cell. The switch is open. لا, the switch is closed. The lamp is on the wrong side of the switch. لا, it's on the right side. يبقى الانسر فعلا هو the circuit is not complete. Question 17. Rajiv investigates the solubility of some substances using the internet. He finds a line graph about the solubility of salt. يبقى the line graph about the solubility of salt وعندي هنا temperature. Rajiv makes a conclusion. Complete his conclusion. As the temperature E, the solubility of salt E. هنا as we go to the right side يعني هنا temperature increases. بيحصل ايه للsolubility؟ الline great, the solubility increases. يبقى as the temperature increases, what happens to the solubility? The solubility increases as well. Next one. He finds a line graph about the solubility of oxygen. يبقى هنا عندي solubility of oxygen and the temperature. طيب نبص هنا as we go to the right side هنا what happens to the temperature هنا increases. طيب هنا بقى الكيرف بتاع السوليبيليتي بيحصل له ايه from up to down. يبقى حصل ايه هنا what happens to the solubility decreases. What happens to the solubility here it decreases. يبقى as the temperature increases the solubility of oxygen decreases. Question 18. Priya and Carlos investigate sound. They put a clock with bells in a glass jar. يبقى عندنا bell وعندنا glass jar وعندنا clock. They listen to the sound made by the bells. What apparatus do they use to measure the volume? لسه قايلين ان ال devices او ال apparatus مهمين جدا نعرفه. يبقى to measure the volume of a sound اسمه ايه؟ سهل جدا. هو جاي من الاسم. اسمه ايه؟ اسمه sound level meter. يبقى ال apparatus to measure the volume of sound اسمه عندي ايه؟ ال sound level meter. Carlos measures the volume of sound. Priya says, we must measure the volume of sound more than once. في أغلب investigations we repeat the step أو we measure it more than once. Great. The keyword reliable results أو to make the measurements more accurate. يبقى to make the measurements more reliable أو to make the results more accurate. Carlos writes down the results. عندي هنا ال volume in decibels 62, 61, 62, 68, 61. Describe two things about the results. لو بصينا للتيبل هنا للresults هنلاقيهم they are in the 60s أول حاجة. بس actually في value هنا يعتبر odd شوية عنهم اللي هو 68. فactually 68 دي ممكن نقول it might be wrong. What else can we say about this table? We can say that in 68 is the highest and 61 is the lowest. يبقى the answer is all the readings are in the 60s where 68 actually may be wrong. ممكن لو حد تاني قال إن 68 is the highest و 61 is the lowest. Okay, تعتبر برضو correct answer. Question 19. The ball has mass and weight. Circle the correct statement about the mass of the ball. لو بصينا كده للvalues ايه هو الحاجة clear إن هي different هنا units of measurement. طب الماس is measured in ايه واحنا مغمضين احنا عارفين the mass is measured in kg يبقى هو ده الانسر بتاعنا يبقى the mass is 0.45 kilograms. طب the next question. Circle the correct statement about the weight. الوeight is measured in ايه؟ Great. Weight is measured in Newton. يبقى correct answer is the weight is 4.5 newtons. والسؤال سهل جدا. Next question 20. وده آخر question في الإكزام. Each of the following words is connected with dissolving. Draw a line between the word and its correct meaning. عندي الword وعندي المينينج. أول حاجة عندي solute, solution, solvent. إيه هي solute? Great. The solute is the solid that dissolves in a liquid. إيه هو solution? Solution هو a mixture of dissolved solid and a liquid. What's the solvent? The solvent is the liquid that dissolves a solid. وبكده we are done with this exam. Thank you so much.